Hey, you guys, I made it in. Wait, let me turn this down. Welcome, welcome. It's gonna be a good one. Can you guys hear me good? All right, welcome to WCIA Network. Hi, Muffin Top. Okay, you guys, I'm getting everyone's emails, and they're fabulous. I may not be answering back. That's only because my time has been just crazy limited. Wait, hold on. Wait one sec. All right. It's showtime. So, welcome in. You guys are probably like, what the hell are we watching? I'm just going to put this video on in the background for now as I'm talking. So it gives you a good, just a little fun intro to how I look at videos in slow motion. And the one you're looking at in slow motion was over 2 years ago. It was about when Summer Moon went missing. And it's Molly Golightly. The live chat is there. And I'm just going to play that in the background while I just talk a little bit. And you'll notice things in this video. I want you to really watch it and look in the darkness. Like, set your phones down, concentrate, and try to be centered during my live today. You know, like create yourself a space of quiet. Light a candle. Light some sage. And just know why we're here. You know, just recognize the intention for yourselves. And the intention here is to bring justice to the children. And really recognize what we are doing. Because this spiritual work is very strong. It's very real. Look at what you're looking at. I'm going to go back a couple minutes. Watch this. This is Molly. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just playing it in the background. I want you to recognize and look at the different hands that are in here, and they're not just hers. So tonight I really want you to just hone in on your spiritual self and know that our work is making a difference. And the work is making a difference on so many levels and areas in the corners of the world that you just don't really know about. And just have faith and trust that that is what is happening. I have my cards. If you hear a noise, it's because I'm shuffling my cards. That there is a difference being made. And that you don't always, should I say, receive something back that is obvious. Like, oh wow, you just solved a case, WCIA Network, with your group over here. We're not going to get that. They're going to come in little small gifts of information and affirmations. How I know that things are working is when I am given information that speaks the truth, like this video. And the voices tell me so. That's Molly. That's Molly on the bed. This is her head. Right here. This is her head. This is part of the equipment. And watch the shadows, the light. Watch the movement of the shadows. Just look at what you're really watching and give yourselves the opportunity to try to understand what's happening. Most of you guys have been with me for a long time, right? And you're going to see what's happening here is a sacrifice. And it's in the dark. And this is around the time Summer Moon went missing. Are you guys paying attention? Look. Because I'm able to see through the darkness, I know what I'm seeing. But it doesn't matter if I'm the only one knowing what is in there. It doesn't do shit. There's Molly teaching you guys and having other people understand how to recognize what's really happening in the videos that they're putting on YouTube is the goal here. Because the more people that hear and understand, and I could educate how to look and understand these videos, that's how the kids get justice. The more people that could see the truth without being, intuitive or whatever, use your inside feeling and see. I sent this video in and I begged. I sent it into TBI. I sent it into my FBI guy. I sent it into Delphi. And I said, do all of the victims a favor. Give it to whoever you have on staff that could rip this shit apart and look in the darkness, watch it slow, and watch what's happening here. It's a sacrifice. These are ways that they videotape. The person in there can't see. I know what I'm looking at. This stuff is being placed on YouTube. That is bloody scene. That's a bloody scene right there. That's a bloody scene. Take snapshots, put them on your laptop, and brighten this shit up. Brighten this shit up. That live chat replay is put there on purpose. So as you guys are watching that, I'm going to welcome you all in. Muffin Top, Colleen, hi, Lisa, NW Love, hello, 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 Rachel. Yeah, I'm going to keep that going for just a little bit. Hi, Jean. Hi, Boston. Hello, hello. Welcome in, you guys. All my subscribers, my members, and hi, Crystal. Jess is coming soon. I'm going from the bottom up, which I don't know why I did it that way, but hi, Liz. I just put this on to get this going, right? Here, watch. So I'm going to bring it to certain parts. See the hand? Watch. That's a machine. Right there. Right there. Right there. So you stop this stuff right on the very perfect frame. It brings justice because this is a sacrifice. This here is a sacrifice. Look. There are other faces and people in here. It is bloody. And whoever Molly Golightly really is, can bring justice to the SUMMERWELLS children. Look. That is the equipment. Boom. See how that hand isn't on her fucking body? This is the equipment. Look. Here. Do as I do. Take a screenshot of just right above the red line. Let me show you what you're looking at. The hands, the fingers, and all that shit. All I just did, this is the video, is take a screenshot and brighten it up. It's not Molly's hand. You see what I'm saying? The FBI and the law enforcement could do this very simply if they choose to. They have the video. This is like a little lesson before I get started. This is part of the equipment. It's not her hand. All we know is it's not her hand, right? Boom. Look. It's not her hand. It's part of the equipment. That shape stays there. And we just got our affirmation and confirmation. Thank you, motherfucker, for putting that down, the thumbs down. You're on the wrong channel. We don't give a shit about you. What we care is to have you sit there and not be a bully and listen and learn. Don't be a little bully like the whole world are bullies. Don't teach others to do that. That's not her hand. You sit and you learn and you understand that people do it differently. You are probably one who bullies people that don't look like you. Well, good for you. You're in the majority of the world right now. Hats off to you. Be proud. This person in here is getting its eyeball removed, by the way. That's what I see. Look at her eye. It's in the eye. It's always in the eye. The eye is completely... Let me brighten this one up even more. Completely bruised up. So this is supposed to be her arm. This is the equipment that I show you. This is called the boob thing. That's what you see right there. Summer Moon Wells had this in the car. Yes, there's an adult in jeans. I'm going to show you the picture. There are 2 adults in here with her. Now her video, it's just her talking, and she is apologizing to someone. When people apologize like that before, as they're doing sacrifices, there's a reason for it. See that? Look. There are other people in here with her, right there. That is a hand of another person. So understand that I sent this into the law enforcement, and this is a pretty damn good one. This is an easy one for them to pull apart. This is an easy one for them to see the bloodshed and the machines. Because this is not Molly. Their machines will brighten it up better. See, mine make it look funny because they did that on purpose. Look at her hand. Look at her eye. It's being maneuvered. Boom. It's being removed. You see, these aren't her hands. They're not connected to this person in the bed. Okay? I'm quite certain that you all law enforcement aren't going to do anything about this. So if it was just whatever, anyone else, you'd be like, oh, whatever. This is about Summer Moon Wells' case. It's about Summer Moon Wells' case. It's about the children. It's about everything that her channels represented. And it's this. This is bloodshed. So this is a perfect example of the real Molly. So I'm not even going to say, oh, maybe Molly could come up here, because guess what? There's lots of them. But this person, whoever is in this video, you guys, has been brutally attacked. Brutally attacked, just like Summer Moon Wells. every one of these pictures, when you brighten them up, look like this. Yeah, is it fuzzy? Yeah. So then brighten it up yourself and make it not fuzzy. Look. So today's presentation very, very, very much focuses in on Molly. This here is the machine. This here in the video, I'm going to play this part slow. I'm going to let this part play. This part. Because this is when the eyeball gets taken out. Right there. Right in there. Alright, let's see. Let's play it. Watch. Watch. Watch the hand. Goes in. Watch. Boom. Boom. See that? See that movement? That's the movement. This is the movement that I've been looking at for 2+ years. All of this here, all of that there is the machine. The shadows in the background is the machine. The blood shed is the machine. This is a sacrifice. The law enforcement could easily rip this shit apart. So if you're listening, the reason I sent it to you is for you to rip this shit apart. Right there. You guys, this is the SUMMERWELLS fucking sacrifices. That's the machine. I want you to look in the shadows. Let me show you. Because this is how they do it. This here is a sacrifice. I am begging the law enforcement to fucking pull this apart. This is the closest video that you're gonna get to the truth of what's going on in these deep, dark rooms. Right there. is a child sacrifice. It's very bloody. This is Molly Golightly's video, and I am now going to show you how everything that she has done on YouTube has created the dialogue for me to show you the truth. She has created the dialogue to tell the truth about the sacrifices. And now she's gone. Now she's gone. I don't care whose channel you think that she has started. This is sick ass shit, and it's right there, you guys. See that A on the nose? This is sacrifice. I thought this was a great way to start tonight's live, because I do have a 100-page document. Let me tell you something. This is super important. Look at the nose. It's a nose of a pig. It's a nose of a pig. So to anybody that could rip this shit apart and go do something about it, don't stand on the sidelines. Go do something about it. Because right there, this is the machine. Boom. Boom. That's the machine. Right there. I'm having you guys look right here, just so I'm clear. When I say that is the machine, watch this head here. Wait a minute, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to videotape my screen. Okay. Okay. All right, let me show you this. At least this will, oh, I've got my numbers in here. At least this will help. Let's see if I could brighten it up. Okay, so watch. This is what I just videotaped for you guys. This is the machine. Sorry, I can't move that stuff. See, it goes down by the face. You see this silver, this silver part, like back there? Like, let me show you. Right there. So they want you to think it's in the lamp, but it isn't. Okay. So that's not Molly. This is creating a situation. And that's what's happening in this video. Boom. It's dark, so you would have to take screenshots. I did take screenshots, which I'm going to show you now. And show you what I put together. But I thought it would be best to start with that video. And I know it's going to make a difference. You see it move, yeah. Then what you have to do is you tape it, and when you put it on your phone, you brighten it. Oh, hilarious. Wait a minute. I brightened the one on my phone. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. Okay, let me put this one on real fast and show you. I brightened it on my phone. I just showed you the dark one. I wonder if it's gonna come through. Let's see. Preparing. Because it's a long video. Oh, it's preparing. Okay. So I went back to Molly and her wife swap thing, or house swap thing, whatever that was, okay? And it was very interesting. How I go to certain things is I actually get visions. And the visions help me go get what I need to get, if that makes sense. And it's the chicken coop. There's a few things that I go back on to help me, like, forget about the things that aren't going to do anything and just hone in on the louder messages. Why isn't this doing it? Wait a minute. So okay. And back in day one, chicken coops, Appalachian Fairground, farms, I listened to Summer. Animals, animals, animals. She's surrounded by animals. She's surrounded by leaves and hay and underground, and the hay gets in her mouth, and and there's and she gets her throat hurts, and there's choking, and there's all these things going on. And when I reflect upon all the things that I have gone over in the past, I'm like, oh, I gotta go back to house swap, whatever it was, because it showed me that she's on a farm. Now, if I went to house swap and it showed me something else, whatever it was, wife swap, I don't even know what it's called, I probably wouldn't have looked at it. I probably would be like, but she's on a farm, and they have chicken coops. And they have a lot more than I expected. This is, oh, thank you, DJ. House swap. Wife swap. Okay, yeah, thank you. This is Molly Golightly. And Summer Moon has much to say. My clairvoyance and my visions have been very, very strong this week. And the only thing that makes sense is because of what I'm going through with my health-wise. Many times when I go through things like that, for some reason, it heightens it elevates me, because there's a sense, I have a sense that is being taken away, like there's something with what's going on with me that's going to affect me. And just like how 2.5 years ago, when I was in the hospital from a ball obstruction, I was there for almost a month, Summer Moon Wells was the one who introduced herself. And that was before she was missing. Thank you, Justice Coming Soon. And I was talking to my husband about it. I'm like, I hear it. I know that there's voices that are telling me that this is in England, like it says on her shirt, on her hat. Not in the U.S. Not only in the U.S. I hear Australia. I hear the accents, and they're accents of people that know this channel, because the words were directed to me, like, ha ha, hi there, like, hey. And it's the same person that changes their voice, but they have accents. And then I see certain things of children where they are, and it's showing me. Thank you. I'm gonna get better. And this is where it brings me. It brings me to information that helps me express what I see to you guys, right? In the beginning, like, I didn't use many photos, but for some reason I believe that this is more my calling, is to give the readings over the photos, to give you guys a vision to look at. And the photos tell me the story while you guys are looking together at this photo. There's something about that roundabout. There's something about the exchange of me looking, you looking, and it's my inside, my intuitive voice gets louder. Molly Golightly in this video is going through the same process as these victims do, like Summer Moon does. So it's not Molly. That's not Molly. It's a Molly, just like we have Summer Moon Wells missing children. This is a Molly that is being forced to go through this situation. It's painful. But the Molly Golightly that we know is far from the Molly Golightly that really is. She's on this farm, and many different faces come through, just like Summer Moon has many different faces. They all try to look like Molly, but they're covered in Summer Moon Wells' children's elements. My reading, I'm going to give you a reading on what I believe is happening. Everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. It's for entertainment and educational purposes only. Nothing's been proven true nor false. I give you stories, and that's it. I give you stories how I hear it to be true to bring justice to the children. That's it. Nothing more. I say Molly, it's not the Molly we know. It just isn't. This isn't the Molly we know. I don't know fucking Molly. I don't know who Molly is. I never went to lunch with her. I say that all the time. I don't know who anybody is. Unless they sat across the table from them and had dinner and got to know them. I don't know who any of these people are. But she portrays herself as Molly. But Molly, in many of her videos, as I showed you in the first video, just now as I open this up, go through the Summer Moon Wells sacrifices just like the Idaho 4 did, just like Kylie and Gabby Petito, and all of the other ones I always mention. This is a way for the authorities to get in there and really look at the truth. Because the people in this video cover all the elements that are found on our little Summer Moon in the videos made by her mother, Candace. These hands and these fingers are part of trophies. They're trophies that they use. Those fingers and hands, that's a V on her neck. This person here knows damn well what happened to Summer Moon. This person here, hands got bloody with Summer Moon Wells' children's blood. This person here isn't the Molly that you know. This one is not the Molly we know. This one is the spineless son of a bitch that hides beneath the deep fake and stays in the darkness and lets everybody else come forth. This bitch sits on her high horse. This bitch keeps everyone in line. Oh yeah, it's a thinner one. Maybe a man, maybe a woman. What I'm saying is I'm looking at that person because this person feels as if nothing could touch her. So shirt should say think London, but now it says Don. DON from London. But the London was in different color, so. But pay attention. What I just showed you here on her little chin is basically what we find on the victims. It's what we find on the victims. Each one of them have that V on their neck. Each and every one of them. This is Ethan from the Idaho 4. This is Ethan. It's Ethan. That's little Summer. Summer has Molly's freaking fingers on her neck. And let me tell you something. From what I hear on my side, I'm correct. From where I sit and look out into these photos, I'm told that they could be solved. Not that complicated like it used to be anymore, guys. Just isn't. It isn't. The way that Molly left her breadcrumbs was perfectly planned. So maybe there's a Molly out there that's an informant. And planted the seeds. That's why you don't know who's who. Because this here is Summer. It's Ethan. It's Michael Vaughn. They're the children that fit in here. It's the children that fit right in that skinnier Molly. Boom. There's no difference. No difference. These guys are the guys that I have now. I'm done. I'm done with finding the faces that pop up and are in strange places and have popped up elsewhere, because I have my list now. And David Dotson has no right to be in the fisherman's boat. That's David Dotson. This is Tim Mullen. These two faces, I'm not saying that they're in it. I'm saying I'm going to be using their faces to find faces. So it's not about Michelle After Dark. I said it yesterday. I like her a lot. It's about how I went from Michelle After Dark, and this dude has that same face. So to me, it's more about him. Prince, princess, whatever he is. Same nose. So I get somewhere by following the breadcrumbs, following the nuggets. Michelle After Dark does a fabulous job. She helps me as well. The faces look alike. Molly Golightly is to the left. Molly Golightly is not Molly Golightly. That's what's appearing in her face. That is Brian Kohlberger's father. So when you guys are going through these videos and you see a face that pops up over or under, it's just called deep fake. You guys, the whole entire country world does it. It's the most common thing, okay? What I have going here is the faces that are popping up are the same. So what popped up in the Beeston popped up in Molly, and it popped up in Ryan Upchurch. You see. To me, these faces are the same, but they're coming from different channels information. So that is when I say to the authorities, you've got a common element. The common element is being shown. It's the face. These faces, first of all, don't belong here. We know that's not Ryan Upchurch, and we know that's not Molly. That's where it came from. But the faces are looking the same, you guys. It's something I want to teach you guys how to pay attention to. I haven't filled that side. This is actually Benny Keys from Benny Keys' video. I call this the cuter Benny. No offense, Benny. This is the way cuter Benny. Maybe this is really you, but pretty cute. But we'll fill that in. And then we've got these guys. The guy that showed up in the Ashley Furniture video with Molly looks, I mean, you guys, so familiar. I know that. Okay, so when I say familiar, the personality, so because I work through my inside feeling, I get a feeling. So when I look at this guy, as soon as I saw him, and the first time I saw Molly's video, I'm like, okay, I know this guy. I felt his personality somewhere else. Like, I know that he's been in, like, KIELYRODNI's videos. I think he's been in other ones. Like, I know. Because I have felt this exact feeling. And that tells me that it's familiar. I don't know him in my life, but he's familiar to me. The guy over to the left, that is from one of Summer's people, right? But the guy from over on the right is from Summer. To me, is a match to the guy from the food truck in the Idaho 4. So if you play around, like, you know how you say which one of these don't belong, and you match them up and throw out the one. Like if you were to cut all these faces out and put them in a bowl, like ones that look all like this guy, you would not believe how the faces actually crisscross from different cases. Now, I go by the feeling, like I could feel this guy's energy, right? So the energy here is the same to me. This guy here, they don't match here. But this dude is a silly guy with the orange jacket. But the guy on the right, you guys, is the one who showed Summer Moon in the video in the bathroom. The picture all the way up on the left-hand side. I have a problem with that, right? Everyone should have a problem with that. Because when they showed that video and those photos, let me darken it. This to me was Summer. And the t-shirt says summertime on the little girl. And she's holding her bottle. This was Summer. I see Summer. Her teeth, it's a complete match. It's a match, and they're talking about Summer Moon Wells. It's from that dude's video. That is a video that I said they are putting something under the ground. They're laying concrete and putting something in the ground. I'm at the point where I'm just like, no one wants to do anything about it. That's okay. Because we're doing it here. We're telling the story to get these kids justice. Because I see Summer. And this video was really disgusting. There's a lot of things in here that shouldn't have been. And now when I say I saw Summer there in the video with the guy to the right, who now to me matches the guy from the food truck. It's a problem. Right? Molly. Oh, it's sent. Look at that. It's receiving. And it was a long video, 35-minute video. This here is the chicken coop. The children wind up in chicken coops. If you think for a second that Arbania Pepion's information was fake, think again. Arbania Pepion told us exactly how this shit goes down. Exactly. Behind Whoever this is a chicken coop with children in it. This Molly Golightly is dropping breadcrumbs for the children. This Molly Golightly goes through the process with them. I told you she got her eye removed. Right there. Right under the baseball cap. The machinery that I showed you 10 seconds ago is the machinery that removes the eyeball. And these videos show pretty heavy duty shit, you guys. Behind Molly are children in a chicken coop. Now, chicken coop has always been part of the story. The first time I saw chicken coop, you guys, if you remember, was Appalachian Fairgrounds. And we have great videos on it, right? The second time we really quite heard about it was with our Bania Pepian. She explained to us how the chickens are fed, they lay eggs, and this is a process that goes round and round and round. This is her. Brighten this one up, it's too dark. The faces are in the fence. They're in the fence. Right here. So within the chicken wire and in the fence are the faces. And they're lined up and they're covered with white mesh. These children are wrapped in the white mesh and they're in here, and this Molly is extremely upset. The boy that's in the chicken coop has that thing around his neck with the heart. This is a real circumstance. This is a real circumstance. Whoever this Molly is in pain. She's sad. And that's because what's behind these chicken coops are animals and their children. And they're in here. It's Don said it well. History repeats itself. And this is what's happening here. And this chicken coop and this farm is showing us the story. The story is right here. These are sacrifices made for the resurrection, made for the good of the earth, however you want to see it, and however they want to explain it. It's all murder. It's all murder. All of this is murder. This little boy that is in the chicken coop has that thing around his neck, you guys. Like what animals put on their necks. Like a muzzle thing. Look at his neck. That is what I show you on Summer all the time. It's the hearts, the two hearts. Oh, thank you, Muffin. I don't think this is a real house. I think this is one they made. I think this is like a fake one because this isn't like, to me, made for television. I mean, this is like a joke. This is the biggest joke of a fucking show I've ever seen. So I can't even imagine that this was on like any real TV for real. It makes no sense. No way. That's what I say. But these are the hearts. And those are the hearts that you find on Summer's neck. See, this isn't even Summer. Like, I have this picture here. This is like an 18-year-old. Like, this is, and see the heart? This isn't even, same thing. But look how big this person is. No one seems to give a shit. No one seems to care that it looks like a 18-year-old. I mean, does this Summer, this big-ass Summer, look like this Summer? This little car seat? No, she's a baby. It's huge. But that's a good example of the hearts. And Molly is very upset, but the boxes and everything are behind her. And this is the situation of the children, and this is what they do for the resurrection. And this is what happened to a summer moon. I'm going to show you the mesh on Summer Moon. You've seen this mesh for the last 2.5 years. This is Summer Moon. There's photos that show the correct image without it being covered up. Each one of Summer's photos, they layer and layer and layer on each other. So as we go about and, show you the real information, how I get my information back is by the spirits agreeing with me. So I just said and talked to you about that heart on her neck. There it is. And she's covered in mesh. So anytime that I work with spirit, and I'm learning about myself. This is stuff that I had no freaking idea that this was happening to me. None. I'm like, I would be like, holy shit, I can't believe that just happened. But now I'm understanding it and recognizing how to work with it, right? This here is Summer. You have the mesh. You have the heart. You have the thing wrapped around her. There's the bird. I believe that's a snake. This is Summer. There's no difference between the victim that we are looking at in Molly Golightly's video than Summer Moon herself. Why? Because they are all Summer Moon victims looking for justice. This little boy here is with a little girl, and he has the same heart necklace on him, and he's in a cage. He's in a cage. And here's our Summer. It's very similar because they wind up in these bars, those white bars and the maroon things and the mesh. Molly Golightly's showing it pretty clearly. See how her eye is covered? One eye is covered. Not covered, but that's like something happened to it. It's part of the sacrifice. The eyeball gets removed. That's exactly what Molly Golightly went through. What you see here, let me grab hers. Let me crop it. What you see here going on with Summer's eyeball. Is the same thing you see here. This here is what was going on in the video I showed you guys. The process to get the child to this moment, was the process that I showed you. This process. This. I am quite certain that these are just sacrifices. Like, it's showing crazy stuff, but it shouldn't be in her freaking video wife swap. It shows all the hearts. These photos from the video, this lasts quite a long time in the video. Look. These are sacrifices. They're in these machines. They're in them. You guys, they're in them. Look. They're white with hearts. Seriously. It is unbelievable is what it is. This is the Summer Moon Wells. Games they play. These are the games they play. And I'm sure in time these will spell something and do a whole entire buffet of information. And I could see it. There's tons of information in here. Tons of information. What I'm looking at here kind of reminds me of William from Australia. Because his photos had so much information that, like, you couldn't even, you'd have to take one square at a time. Just like with these guys. It's like intense information. I threw this in because, again, these are Molly's videos. I cannot help but think that this is Candace. It's just unbelievable. See the band around her head up here? The girl in the front, the brown band. Sammy likes to wear those. So, again, this is how Molly is always showing the equipment, you know, and showing information and giving us a visual of the equipment. This is the equipment that basically was in her room. I'll show the video again. This is what was in her room. That was in her room. Here, she just still looks like the other people. I don't know why it's stuck in there here, but she just, you know, really takes this guy's face on. That's Molly's in there. This one. It's wild. I will be keeping this information in my presentations moving forward because I believe that this stuff is a true match. I will keep JLR under my radar. So if I hear JLR, I'm going to go look at his video. He's there obvious for me. And of course, the one to the left is from the Idaho 4. It's all the same, right? So this is what I'm going to be keeping in. This is the stuff I'm going to be keeping in my video. Or just once in a while plop it in because I don't want to forget about it. It's important because I know the story, and I'm going to tell you the story that's going on here is one that's being told about SUMMERWELLS. Here, what they're doing, they use the sticks. Here are the sticks. And these sticks, they move. And the reason they move is because they're telling the story that's inside the phone. Always telling the story that's in the phone. So as he's standing there, it looks like that one way. And then within moments, it's this. These are different. It's the information that's in the photo that's different. See here? And look at this one. This one has that white stuff on the bottom. And it has, let me point them out, the white sticks. So this one has this very important piece, these two pieces, and the sticks. This one doesn't have that down there, has these two things and one stick, and his finger is covered in that red stuff. These phones, these phones, these phones. Always look. Shows the boxes. Maroon, the green, the white. Maroon, the green, the white. These boxes travel, travel, travel. They show them and they travel. They leave, they go here, they go there. They're in the fake car, they're out of the fake car, they're in the phone, they're in the closet. Like, they're everywhere. But we see them. We see them. This is another thing that's going to stay in my presentation. But wait till you see what I am going to show you, something new. The news coming up. I keep you in suspense. This here, the Wells house. Right? This is the Wells house. We all know this was a diagram that someone made of the Delphi girls. Well, one of them. This here is that girl from Australia who made these sketches. I'm still I keep going back to these sketches. I sent them in, all the sketches in. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know where she got all these crazy ideas on these sketches and saying it was part of the scene, because I see stuff in here that's not being discussed in the news. This Delphi case is very, very connected to Summer. Many of Summer's photos, I've always noticed her legs, her hands, they just aren't part of her body. They're white, or they don't look like they're connected. They look like wood. They always have to me. It's a very strange thing, but now I get it. Now I get it. Thank you, by the way. You know who I'm. I think maybe Rachel was you. Someone sent me them pictures, and you're like, never seen these pictures before. The way that it was put together is very wrong. Whoever put the pictures together is trying to show and sneak in information that is very, very much summer moon elements, and absolutely, positively was not in the news. Because this photo shows her leg like that, and then the photo with Summer, with that lady, look. Whoever put this in here knows what happened to Summer, you motherfucker. Why the fuck would you put that in there? That person's eye is covered. Look at her teeth. It's a whole different photo. So whoever you are, freaking shame on you. Speak up for Summer. Speak up for Summer. You have your eye covered just like Molly Golightly. Why would you do that? And why is it that it's not going to be discussed with the law enforcement over at the SUMMERWELLS case at TBI? You guys see that? Her eye is covered just like Molly's eye is covered. And let me tell you, that's new. Because wherever this picture was, the background to this picture is not the apartments. It is not the apartments. So I am telling you something. You're an idiot. You think no one was going to notice that you put the photo of probably the person who took her? You're an idiot. And then you put this in here. SUMMERWELLS' leg is a fake leg. It's a fake leg. That leg is telling the same story as the Delphi case. It is speaking the story. The foot is even in the same position, like a ballerina. I could tell you, whoever decided to change these photos and just start to tell the story, why? Why would you do that? Just like everybody else, they hide behind the weenie. You're giving SUMMERWELLS elements. Why not just go to the police department and say you know the story? You know where Summer is. You know where Summer is. Why do it this way? Why hide? Why hide? You're hiding. You're doing what everyone else does. Stand up and be proud of what you do. Come on, be proud of what you do with these sacrifices. Be proud. Why? I mean, if you're doing them, you're doing them. I mean, why would you do them if you're not proud? Say something. Do us all a favor and go say something, because you put these photos together for a reason. What does it make you feel better? To just put it out this way and do it as a coward? Do you not know that we all pay attention to what's going on in these cases? Do you not know that we get it? We get it. And whoever drew these drawings, you know more than we know. Look at these pictures she put out. We've seen them before, but not like this. To the Australian girl who's drawing this, I'd love to know where you're getting your information. Because when you look ever so clearly at the lines each individual line and how you organized it and how you draw it, you are writing out symbols. They're in here. Other serial killers do the same thing. This is how they do it. This is how they communicate. And this is what's in these drawings. There's no reason you would have you to draw an F looking like that, other than if you have information that you are trying to tell others. I know what these are. You're telling the story, miss. This wasn't at the crime scene, but I know what this shit is. This letter here, you drew it in here. This F didn't look like that. But you're drawing in lines of communication. You are communicating, and let me tell you something. I see it. You're not the first one to be doing this. You now are just added to the list of people that do it. I don't see scribble scrabble. I don't see scribble scrabble. Not at all. I see the story being told of the Delphi girls in the drawing. Keeping these are important. Candace shows this, and these are elements of summer. Elements of summer. Molly Golightly. Never stops giving. The gift that keeps giving. What you see in her mouth are these disgusting things. It's what's in her mouth. Madeline McCain and Summer Moon Wells. This photo bothers the shit out of me. Why do they have this finger up here on her head? These girls are the same story. You guys, these girls are the same. I don't know what the deal is, why they can't just reel it in. I can't. The law enforcement can't be that dumb. I'm sorry. The law enforcement can't be that dumb that I could be showing this picture of these little children with this stuff around their neck with the heart that they wind up in the chicken coop. They wind up at the chicken coop. Why is this allowed to be shown? She has the fake stuff around her neck, this poor child. I don't understand. The video in which Molly Golightly is in symbolizes the SUMMERWELLS cases that I'm working on. She shows the elements really clearly. Here she looks like Bullhorn Betty, but that's beside the point. She likes outfits like this, but she's sitting in a box. She is sitting in that box that you see to the right. This is what I call a head in a box, a head on a platter. That's what one of them looks like. Whoever this Molly Golightly is, she is playing a nasty game. She is playing the game of life. She's playing it, you guys. In every video that I have watched is like front and center stage, telling the stories of what's happening to the children. It's super duper clear. Let me zoom into the box for those who maybe are saying, what box is she talking about? This is the box that's around her, and then you'll see the equipment behind her. There's like the refrigerator back there. This box is around her. That's what's around her body. This she's on the equipment. I don't know who this is. I call them Mollies, just like we call SUMMERWELLS Summer Moons. But this is equipment. Everything in this video is equipment. Everything that you're looking at is equipment. It's just all crock of shit is what it is. See? It's a finger cutter. It's the finger cutter, you guys. Not a chicken cutter. Not a chicken cutter. It's a finger cutter. Let me bring it in closer for those who like disgusting things. I like disgusting things. This here is exactly what you saw, and I'm going to show it in Molly's video again. This is what's going on in Molly's video. This is part of the equipment. It's finger cutter. This. And I put the video up here that's lighter, so I'll be able to show it to you better. So this is her holding a finger. They're doing something with extra fingers. Those are not that child's fingers. I know what she's blowing on the finger. I showed this to you already. And I showed you how they are the same as far as polka dots, and polka dots are a big deal. So notice polka dots and know that it's a big deal. These shoes will have a big story soon. 2 different shoes. Tells you 2 different kids. But this hasn't been worked in perfectly. I just know that there's more to the Wells property. Here are the fingers in Molly Golightly's videos. At the table, at the wife swap. None of the fingers make sense. Lots and lots of fingers going on here. Lots of different kinds of fingers. Different hands on top of, different hands are on top, different fingers and hands are on top of the wrong hand. Let me zoom in. So this happens all the time. I just very rarely get the opportunity to show you how fucked up this is. Here. Example number 1. The hand, this hand, there's too many fingers here, okay? And this here, this here doesn't belong on this hand. This. With the white nail polish. Doesn't belong on this hand. And then look down here, there's a finger missing. See? This finger was cut off. It's gone. See that? Bottom. Teeny, teeny, teeny finger. It's fucked up. This one, let me brighten it up. Is weird too. Oh, I brightened it up too much. Wait. Reset. Okay. Now you can see the different colors. This here many fingers on from different hands. The one in the front obviously is really screwed up. And this continues throughout the wife swap. I mean, many fingers. They're holding on to fingers and fingers and hands of fingers, and it's a finger fest. Literally, it's a finger fest. On and on. Finger fest. They make no sense, and there's fingers wrapped all around there. And they're holding, because you know why? Because they're holding the trophies from the sacrifices. Arbania told us these are trophies they're holding from the kids that were sacrificed. Those are trophies. And in Wife Swap, this is what they're doing. They are creating sacrifices, and they have fingers, and this is what they're doing. That is connected to her toe. We've seen this before. Whatever is going on in here, we've seen it with this string on the toe. Molly Golightly is showing us all the equipment. This is what her hand is on. It's the 3-prong thing. And the foot is connected to string. What the fuck is he doing? Drinking the blood from her foot? Look. So this princess, whatever his name is, has been with her for a very long time. Look. See the strings? See his finger? Welcome to the Summer Moon Wells. Summer Moon had those same strings on her foot in the car. This dude's in trouble. I don't know what's going on with him. Now this person's face is nowhere in the video, so I need to show it. I think there's a lot of bad things going on in here. Yeah, it looked like a glass of blood or coming through the foot. But whatever is going on here is what the children go through. This man here has the elements on him. He has the elements on him. And this child is a victim. For sure. Absolutely a victim. This is now going to start to get even more interesting. This is what's going on inside the house of the wife swap. These are the bombshells. This is Summer Moonwell's missing children. Everything that you see here, the box connected to her head, is Summer Moon. Everything that we're seeing here reflects every case that we're reviewing. This is exactly how we have KIELYRODNI in a buggy. KIELYRODNI is in a buggy just like that. You guys, this is in the middle of the wife swap. Right in the middle. They show a lot of information, you know. Let me see if I could. Adventures. Let me see. See, KIELYRODNI had lots of fingers. Remember this? I'm like, oh my gosh, she has so many fingers there. Let's see, I'm just going to look at a couple places to see if I could get Kylie in her buggy. Well, it's kind of like this. It's like this. That's the same thing. And it's in the wife swap video, you guys. I mean, if anything, they should be checking these videos because they were on TV. I mean, they were on TV. Let's see. I'm looking. Hundreds and hundreds. Here's KIELYRODNI with that white stuff on her face, for those who don't see this often. There's that white stuff on her face, like I just showed you on Molly's. I mean, it's when I show an element, it's an element that's over and over and over. It's a solid element. I don't have any more elements than I could count on my two hands. And they've stayed that way. They're really important elements, and when I mention them, it's because it's a solid element. Let's see. So, boom. Look at that. And it's next to those white bars. To the left-hand side is what's in her hotel room with Princess, or whatever his name is. They do all the same shit. You guys, I need you guys to pay attention again, because there's a lot going on here that affects just all colored people, white, black, brown, whatever it is. These sacrifices hit everybody, right? But what I've noticed is when they show these sacrifices, they're hiding the black women as if we're not supposed to see them. See, they're not getting a voice. They're not being heard. And I think that they're not being noticed. I, again, have a fucking problem with that shit. I do. Everyone is equal to justice. And every time I do these videos, I'm finding it more and more and more common. There's a pattern. There's a pattern. I am giving everybody justice here. Everybody gets justice at WCIA Network. Everybody is equal. But I'm going to try my damnedest to make sure to recognize those that are being hidden in the back. Because I see them. And everyone deserves the love of justice. This lady and let me tell you, whoever's watching Molly's videos does not notice. You guys, whoever's doing these videos, you are disgusting. You are pathetic and you are disgusting. You are the spit of the earth. You are the ones that create the world to be the way it is. Do you understand? Do you understand that? Do you hear when I tell you that the shit I'm sending your way won't feel very good? Because what the fuck is going on here? It's bloody. And you pieces of shit for doing this. Yes, They are serving up a hand. You guys, they're serving a hand. Look. That's a hand in there. It's a hand. And this is Molly's video, you guys. Look. 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 Look what's going on here. Disgusting. This here is a child. We see it. Sacrifice going. We know what this position is. We've seen this position before. It's like summer on the swing. You guys, these are kids in the house. This is like summer on the swing. Why is it that they think we're not going to notice this? Look. Law enforcement. Everything I'm showing here tonight is extremely crystal clear. Everything. Everything I'm showing here tonight is crystal clear. She's covered in elements. You could try as hard as you want to camouflage it. This girl she's a victim. She's a victim of sacrifice. Complete victim of sacrifice. The house is filled with children that are being victimized just like SUMMERWELLS children. Tonight's presentation, to me, is a massive bombshell. It is. It's a bombshell of information. Bombshell of information. Look at her face. And that's what's next to her bed. These. Wait, you guys have to change rooms. Hold on. I'm almost done. Okay. All right, guys. Next time we're on, I'm going to show you my wall. My wall is plastered in photos. Okay. So here's the girl. Molly Golightly. Molly Golightly. Oh, she has these 5s on this side of her furniture. Now, I couldn't make this out. I just wanted to see what the shirt said. It's like a little kid. It's very strange. I sort of just wanted to see if I could figure out these letters. Got like a little kid in there? I don't know. It's very strange. It's like a little kid holding on to a heart. Let's see what the next one is. Lano. See the letters? It's very strange, right? This is the one. Looks like a little person. Let me brighten it up. I mean, it doesn't look like a real boy. Looks like a fake boy. Right? It's definitely extremely important. It's very symbolic because that's a little fake little boy, but he's on the machine, like it's like changing. See how it's changing? It's like he's holding on to a heart. Let me crop in. Okay, here you could see it better. Yeah, there's a child. But the child is connected to Molly. See how the child has something on its eye? So this is giving the story, a story. And then this one is doing it as well. But I see letters. So once in a while, these things start to speak, right? That's what it's doing. Yeah, there's the L and a 7. So here's Molly in the video that I just showed you. These are dark. I'm going to show you the video. These are dark. So this part of the video is taking out the trash. That's what I know, that this part of the video that's towards the end, he is absolutely taking out the trash. And it really sticks out. I mean, ever since Benny said it, taking out the trash, it was the best thing that I heard because it really helps me grab the story. This here is the trash after the sacrifices. He is taking it out. So these bags and what is in here is the remainder of the sacrifices. There's the maroon, the green, the white. Those are the bags. He's taking them out. And this is the farm. And these kids are in the leaves, just like Summer says. They're in the leaves, and they are helping with plantation. You could see his eye and his neck. They're in the leaves, and they are helping with the growing of the trees. And this is what's in her videos, you guys. It's right in front of your eyeballs. You can't make this shit up. Because it's right there. Look at his eye. Welcome to Molly Go Lightly. Welcome to Molly Go Lightly. This is exactly what Arbania told us they're doing. And they're doing it for farming. For the ground. For farming. Look at that photo. It came straight from the video. Straight from the video. When it comes straight from the video, look, the donation of blood. Here's the hay that probably the animals eat. And this little boy is being used for that. Used. One of the last parts here of my presentation, I'm going to actually sum something up. Once in a while, I put my ass on the line and I tell you a story that I believe is not going to change. I believe full-heartedly, because I see it, that somewhere JLR has shown the story of Summer Moon. He has shown the vehicles, the map of the ground. This is what I get. The cars, the ground laying, meaning like where did they go and what streets did they go on? Where did they go? What machines where were the machines at what times? This is JLR's video. 1 year later. I've never seen it before. Maybe I have, I just never seen it through the eyes of where I watched it this time. I'm saying that JLR is the one that his job is to give that information, to show this information of the number 5 boxes, to show the red pickup truck, to show this setting that could possibly be the second setting to Grandis's RV. I think that this video is the video that shows this information. I'm going to say, and I always say this, especially to the law enforcement, anyone who, wants to do something different to get a different result, because if you keep doing what you've always done, you are going to get what you've always got, and that is nothing. You have nothing. This video, I believe, shows the actual trucks in movement. This here is really what I see as Grandis's RV, more so than the one that's actually on their property. You've got the red Toyota truck, and you have this barn thing over the RV. This RV matches much of the interview room's RV that does not match the one on their property, because this RV has little teeny wheels here. It has a door, has this window. These little windows is sometimes that's what it looks like. And this underneath here is important as well as what's here. And what's over here. I feel a massive connection. To everything that's going to show up where it's always showed up in the SUMMERWELLS cases. And that's in the smoke, the clouds, the white puffs that they create to cover up their guilt. So his videos really help me. And I think that he wouldn't mind that it helps me because, again, just like Michelle After Dark, they want so badly to solve the case that they would They don't care who uses what information to help, if it's going to help solve the case. Go for it. Because this isn't about him. This is about the information here. It's about the information up here, down here. This isn't his house, so he shouldn't give a shit. This information that he shows, I believe, is critical. And if anything, he'd be psyched. He should be psyched. The information that reflects, again, it doesn't mean he put it in there. Anyone could mess with his videos like anyone could mess with my videos. I mean, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter. It's the information, you guys, that everyone needs to pull together and work together in order to solve these cases, right? So now he has to look at these videos and be like, oh, wow. How'd that get there? That crying green face in the back of my mirror. In a, you know, a number 5 maroon box. Right? This is the green face. This is the maroon box. This is SUMMERWELLS. This is SUMMERWELLS. The Molly that we know has captivated many people on YouTube for a reason. Maybe her reasoning was for good. Maybe, just maybe, it's here to help lay down the breadcrumbs. And look at all these pieces, bit by bit. I don't really jump down people's throat and say, you know, it's not about the guilty. I've told you guys, I see gifts in most everything. These videos are outstanding. They're loaded in gifts. This house back here, this is the bombshell, I think. This house back here with this and all this going on, I think is telling the same story as JLR is. I think it's telling the same story. Somewhere between the groups that have been on social media, YouTube platform, Molly Golightly, JLR, Benny, Bullhorn Betty, Tiffany Marie, Ziggy, J's for Justice, Don B. Who am I missing? A couple of them I forgot the names of their channels, actually. if I look at the big picture, we've all really helped each other move forward in helping Summer get justice. No matter how you see it, you know, some people were fighting, some people aren't fighting, and then some people be like, oh, you talked about me. But the truth is, no one's, at least my channel, we're not like talking about you. It's like ping pong back and forth to kind of try to figure it out. Right? These were in his video, and I believe it shows the stories. I believe it's showing someone in the back seat with the bar in his head. It's showing, it's almost fucking hilarious that this is in his video, because it's almost like a joke. Like, this doesn't look like a real person, but yet this is what he's showing in the back seat of his car. JLR. Like, why? Like, what's up with that? Right? This is Summer Moon Wells' case. This is what Summer Moon looks like. She has that bar. I show you this all the time. So why put this in the back seat of the car? Are you trying to get a rise out of someone? Like, what's the point? So look, if we all worked together, we could get an answer, because this is so obvious. Like what the fuck is this in here for? You know? But no one works together. And then here on the other side, look what's here. This here is obviously the equipment being shown in your window. So, like, why ignore it? Like, it's weird. It's weird that someone would pretend it's not there. You know? I would love for him to answer, because really, it's there, JLR. It's there. So, I mean, no one's saying, oh, it's there, you did it. We're saying it's there. Can you acknowledge it and figure out why it's there? You have all these bars here. You have the boxes in your back seat. You have the L. You have all of this in your car. This doesn't belong in a car. It shows in your car. There are the boxes. These are Summer Moon Wells' boxes, and like I said, I believe that this is the real story of where this stuff went. I believe it's showing it. I believe that it went back here because I know where you are. You're in Tennessee, not far from their house. So was this planted there so you could be the one to find it? Or was this put there because no one's supposed to find it? It's obviously it's right here, and you're not far from the Wells house. So is this shit right by the Wells house? Anyone on my channel, including myself, we know that at the end of the day, it's the boxes that hold trophies to the sacrifices, right? We know what the boxes look like, and we know they get placed somewhere so the parents could visit it. This is your car showing the back of the woods. So there's the machine. So is this planted here so you could be the hero? Here's the machine. Because if so, I'll call a spade spade. I'll call you right out on it. Because it's right back here. Or are you planting it there and not going to touch it? Because it's right here. It's right by here. Exactly where my vision said it would be. This is a wooden railroad track. It's wood. Somewhere holds the answer. And either JLR knows it or he doesn't. But these railroad tracks, I call them railroad tracks. I don't know what's up here. Your wood, old wood. No train goes on here. You would walk on it this way, and you would keep walking to go find summer. You see, my visions serve me. They serve a purpose. And the purpose shows me the vision. So when I see it, I go, aha, that's exactly what I saw. Right? So if I were to go in a car and come your way, that's where I'd go. That's where I'd go. Does anyone know where this is? It's in Tennessee. I mean, he's pretty much, I have to review it. I might be wrong, but I believe he's close to the Wells house. So this is where I'd go. Because this is where it's close by, and this is the Wells shed. I don't get a feeling about this shed other than you could climb under the shed. I don't feel as if anything's in the shed. I feel like you could go under the shed. Nothing's in it. Like, you're not going to find anything in there if you go in there. But if you dig around somewhere around there, you'd be under the shed, which I believe gives access to this. So I would like to know how close in proximity these are. And this. This wheelbarrow here, you guys, I mean, this thing right in the front, it all has a purpose. All of it. Everything in these videos tells a story. Everything in these videos have a purpose. Every item in the video I could tell a story over. True or not true, I could tell a story. Because this I see, because I've always seen a kettle like this with Summer's head in it. I have a photo of it. So when I look at this, I think of someone's head. Now, that's pathetic that I think of someone's head. It's kind of sad where a child will be like, oh my God, that's so much fun. Let's go push that around the grass. And I'm going, oh shit, there's a head on top. I mean, I'm not very fun to go out with, because if I keep my mouth open and I keep talking, I will freak everybody out. Like, I'm not allowed to talk about this stuff when we're out, because I just don't. I can't, I don't. But this is the stuff that I see. I see dead people all the time. I see dead people all the time. And yeah. I say bingo. I don't even know what I'm looking at, but I say bingo. I say bingo, 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 and everything I'm looking at. Everything I'm looking at. The whole thing. The red car, the whole thing. I think that whatever this is a bingo card to Summer Moonwells, to her whole entire story. Look at the tire in the front. I see the whole story, you guys. I see the whole freaking story. Between here and here and here. This is a pass-through to here. See the story? Wow. So I'm going to stick to it, and I will definitely be bringing in elements from Molly, more so. I do want to see if I can have this. Let me see if there's volume to this. Okay. So I made this lighter. I'll play a little bit of it because I'm falling, but I went through her video to make it lighter. So even though it looks funny, that's because it's bloody, but I tried to make it lighter and it does distort it, but it's better than nothing. So I'll just click through it a little bit and just notice. Look, see the green E on her bed? I'm going to point things out. Let me get my little pointer. Right here. Here's the green E. See, look at, you could see more of the dimension now. Like how she's got that white thing on her face. See her face? See, I mean, you could see what it looks like. She's got a hole in her eye. Right here. So that's the snowball, I call it. So that's a good picture because that's the white thing with like a heart on it. Like that's a good photo. And it goes away. Oh, see this? This opens it up. It shows that someone is laying in a bed in the back. I'm going to show you because this shows the room big time. So what this does, see, it shows a whole the story back there. That's a bed. See, sometimes you can get those. Yeah, it gets so dark. Wow. So what I call that the motherboard. See, that's the motherboard that you're looking at. This is the motherboard. The TBI, could really do a number on this. See how that turns into the motherboard? So meaning that whoever's down there talking, it's just nonsense. Because it's really... Look at her eyes. Oh my God, you guys. So that's a person. This is a whole different situation. This is the same video I showed you earlier, right? So see how the hand goes in? It's really, it's making me sweat. Like I could feel heat. My face is heating up. This one, for some reason, feels more intense. It's like, watch. This is like, okay, so this here, if you guys ever watch the video I have of it eats the snowball, I have a video where it eats a snowball. This is what it's doing. It's the same thing. Watch up there. It's eating something. See that? It's the same movement that they had in the fire. It's eating something. Is it eating her head, her eye? But it's definitely eating. See? Oh, we couldn't see it before because it was dark. Okay, so now there's a person there. See that? See the difference? Now there's a person on the pillow where, watch, that thing's moving. The fuck? I mean, I've seen this before. It's like what I had in the sacrifice in the fire. That's how the movement is of the machine. It's like eating something. See how that's a person's hand? Do you guys see the difference of what just happened? Watch. That's a bloody hand going on ahead. Look how bloody. Look. You guys see that? Like, brighten up your computers. That is the machine on her eye, you guys. I mean, I know my elements. This and this. Wow. And that's not the Molly we know, so we don't know who this is. Oh my God. You guys, I told you this was bloody. Like, what is she picking up out of her head? Look. Watch, she picks it up. It gets eaten. Jesus Christ. See, now you can see the machine a little clearer. See? Look at that thing back there. This is very bloody, you guys. Look. You think the FBI will do anything with this? See, it's better this way because I brightened it up. That's, wow. So that's interesting. It ends like a snowball. See? That's the end where it goes to a snowball. See, this is all the bloody pieces. This is like the end. See, that's the head. It's very bloody. See, that's where there's another person right there. See, there are two people in here. And this, so the video isn't what it says it is, right? This is a sacrifice. And I sent it in to the right people. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But all of this obviously is dedicated to the SUMMERWELLS children. And the information is just getting tighter and tighter and smaller, and it's keeping with the same group of people. And I'm not quite clear how they're going to not pull this all together. I don't understand how they're going to keep from it. On that note, you guys, I'm going to call it a night. And thank you all for being here. Thank you. And thank you for all of the emails. I'm getting them. I will try to answer them tomorrow. May justice come real soon. I pray about it. I do. Thank you all. Muffin Top. Great. Great job, and great job to everyone. Welcome into the new subscribers. It's important to subscribe, and it's definitely important to get alerted and put thumbs up on your way in or your way out. I will be introducing a sweatshirt next week. So I have to sell X amount in order for me to order them. So that's what we will go over later. All right. Thank you all. God bless you all. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. All right. Good night, folks. Talk to you soon.